Since we got cut off in the middle of how to edit the stats area of the site, I'm just going to go ahead and start over again with that. So again, we're talking about this area of the site, the market analysis, and then Sedona stats, Cottonwood stats, and then I'll come over here and show you the commercial listings. So again, this area right here is essentially it's an iframe, a frame set from SlideShare. So over here in SlideShare, when you come into one of your SlideShare listing pages, it gives you this little button up here that you can click for embed code. Just click copy. That will copy it to the clipboard of your site. And then we'll come over. I'm actually just going to copy it into a text page. So this is the code that just came out of SlideShare. It's now just on a little text page. Then I'm going to come back into the site. And again, the reason why these little crosses are here and say no editor next to these stat iframe pages is that if you were to open them with the editor turned on, it will break the iframe code. So that's not really an issue when you want to swap it out anyway. So there's no harm in opening these when you're ready to swap them out. But since we're not ready to swap them out, I just made a copy that we can just use for a sample. And I actually went in and turned off the editor. I can show you how to do that if you want to know how. Over here you go to System, go to Global Configuration, and then come down to where it says Default Editor. Normally it says JCE, that's the name of the editor that you're using in the site. It's the one that we like the best. And so instead of JCE, I went ahead and chose Editor None. And then what that does is it makes it possible to open. Now I actually could open those other pages or those other modules and I wouldn't break the code. But for now, I'm just going to use this one as a sample. So then it'll only open in code mode. You won't have the choice to have the tools up above or not until you go back and you turn the editor back on. But the reason why I wanted to show you this is that this then does show you what the dimensions are. So the dimensions, in order to get it to look like that on the page, the dimensions that you're going to need to change each time you edit this in the code, you just go to width and then change whatever number, I've forgotten what SlideShare gives you, it's 400 and something. Change it to 700 for width, change it to 1000 for height. So I'll copy the code in that we just got from, so 479. We want to change that to 700 and height we want to change to 1000. And then save and close or save, but save and close is pretty much what you'd want to do. And then you come back over to the page where you were changing it and do a refresh and just make sure it looks the way you want it to. So that's how to swap out the embedded part of the page. And I'm going to trash that so we don't have extra stuff. Now, this side of the page where these links are is right here. So Sedona one, Cottonwood one, and I'm going to open up the Sedona one. Oh, and here's what I now need to do is I need to go over here, Global Configuration, and I need to turn the editor back on. Again, I'm choosing Editor JCE and save and close. Come back over here to Module Manager, and now I'm going to open up that module that has all of those PDF links in it. And then this is pretty straightforward, just adding a new one. I named them like this for search engine purposes. It is a little cumbersome and repetitive, but you know, it's not harmful, and it's also helpful for people when they're looking at a list and then the name of the document when it gets downloaded is this as well. So it will help people when they download them. They'll have an actual description on the name of the document. So it just helps for people to keep things straight. But if you were going to add a new one, I just copied that first one and make a space above it, paste. And so the next one obviously would be March. And then I'm going to select the link, and then I'm going to come up here to the link tool, and then I'm going to just change that, because as long as you're accurate with your naming structure, you can do it this way. So as long as you always name them the same way, then that will make this part simple. And so I'd just change it to March 2014, and then I would update that. And then again, it won't be complete though until you either hit save or save and close. But I'm not going to do either of those things because I don't want what I just did to go live. So I am going to close that. And I have to show you one more step, because you also are going to need to upload the actual PDF. Okay, so now how to upload the new PDFs, the stats PDFs, is we're going to, from Module Manager, we're going to move over to Media Manager, which is located under Content, last tab down. This takes you to where you can directly upload images to here. I actually find it easier to just upload them on the page, and I think you probably will too. But for these PDFs, this is the way that you're going to want to do it. So you go into Media Manager. This little folder right here that says Stats is where all of those PDFs are sitting. And then in here, just scroll down. Sorry, they've changed the location, so I said scroll down. What I meant was go over here to the little button that says Upload and click on that. It's really simple. Choose Files, and it should give you a list right here of everything that's on your computer. Here's your folder, and then I've got my market analysis. And then you can see how, it's all lined up nice and simple. You would just, when you have your March one ready, just make sure you name it the same way. And then just click on the one that you're choosing, click Open, and then click Start Upload. So I'm not going to do that right now, but that is how you upload the stats to the correct place in the site. So as long as you have, when you added your link in that module, as long as you kept the naming structure the same, and same thing, you kept the naming structure of the document the same, you just go ahead and upload it here, and everything should be pretty simple and straightforward. Okay. And I'll just real quickly show you, it's all the same idea, same principle for the Sedona commercial real estate page. These again are generated from embedded code that you get from SlideShare. So you'd come over to SlideShare, you'd go to the document that you want, and then click this little embed and copy the code. Then come back over here, and these two reports right here on the side are modules, and they're located in the position called Sidebar A. And so we've got Sedona Commercial Real Estate Report and Verde Valley Commercial Real Estate Report. So I'm going to open the Commercial Real Estate Report. Again, this you don't want to open with the editor on. I happen to turn the editor off so I could show you this, but here again is where you're going to need to change width and height. The width 355 for this, and height 405. Again, I'll make some notes in an email so you have that to refer back to. And so that is how to change those out. And these listings over here, this is a live feed from Flex MLS. So this you won't have to do anything to. This will automatically update whenever you update anything on Flex MLS. And one quick thing that you probably already know, but I just will show it to you just to make sure, is that in SlideShare, you probably already know, you click this link, and that is what actually downloads the PDF to your computer. So that's just the quickest way to do that. And then again, probably Ken went over this too, but the bottom text on the home page, this area right here, where you will edit that is you go up to Content.
I did.
And you can go into Article Manager, but easier to just choose Featured Articles, since that is your homepage article and it actually is the featured article. And then you can just click on it to open it up. And as you see, I don't have the editor turned on, so let me just go ahead and turn it on real quick. And then go back, featured articles, there it is. Yeah, and so this, again, would be where you just go ahead and edit any of this text that you'd like. Try to keep this line here just because it has the words Sedona Real Estate in it. A little bit of a search engine tag that helps you out a little. And then if you ever wanted to change the photo, click on the photo edit tool. And then again, as Ken's probably showed you and I showed you, you just use the upload button is the simplest way to add that. And there are the dimensions of the image, 118 by 120. You can change the dimensions of the image if you don't want it to be that small at any point too. And so that should be most of what you'll want to edit on the site. If you ever wanted to edit anything over here, just let me know. It might be something that it might be better that I do it for you, but if not, and you want to learn how, that would be fine too. So just let us know at any point if you have any questions. Thank you.